Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deirdre and today I created this green kind of smoky eye look for you. Just looking through my shadow collections, seeing what I haven't played with in a while or haven't played with at all. Came up with this look. I hope that you like it. And if you do and you want to learn how to create this look, then please keep on watching. So I don't really know what I'm going to do today. I was just kind of looking through my makeup and I found some eyeshadows that I haven't really played with, and I thought, why not put them together and see what we come up with. So everything that I'm using today is from Coastal Scents. They're all the Hot Pot single eyeshadows. So to start off, I'm going to be taking the color, dropped it. I'm going to be taking the color Bermuda Sand, and with a large fluffy crease brush. Today I'm using a Morphe brush, but I don't know what it is the number. It's just a large brush like that. And we're going to apply this in the crease as our first transition color. This is probably going to end up being more of a fall colored green look. I mean, we're already halfway through August, and before you know it, most of the world in the United States is going to be in winter and coolness. Fortunately for me, since I live in Florida, I won't be able to experience fall until probably January, and it will probably only last for about 2 days. And then it's going to go right back into summer, which sucks. We're totally robbed last year of winter. So next, in the crease, I'm going to apply another Coastal Scents eyeshadow. The color is called Olivewood. And I'm going to use a Coastal Scents BR250 brush to apply this into the crease. We're going to concentrate this more in the actual crease area and not go up as high as we did with the other color. Seems like a really cool olive toned eyeshadow. I like Coastal Scents. I mean, are they the best of the best when it comes to eyeshadows? No, but they are pretty decent, and I like to buy their Hot Pots when they go on sale, when they do like their 98-cent per eyeshadow deal. So I buy them and then I put them in a palette, and then I just kind of never look at them again. It's kind of what happens if you have a lot of makeup. But I also like them because they're based out of Florida. They're out of Naples, Florida, and I live in Florida, so I like to support local companies. Even though it's not really technically local, it's still within the state, so I want to support them, and I've been using them for many years. They're nice and cheap, and I think they're pretty darn good, so that's why I still use them to this day. So back and forth, just kind of building up that color. And then I'm going to go back in with the original fluffy brush that I used and use that to buff out the edges of that eyeshadow so that we don't have any harsh lines. I actually really like that color. When I swatched it, when I was trying to figure out what colors I was going to use for today's look, I wasn't really sure how it was going to perform because it swatched kind of bad, but it actually looks really nice and it blended out really well. And it just goes to show you that sometimes when you finger swatch an eyeshadow, doesn't necessarily give you a good indication of how it's going to be when you apply it. So next I'm going to go on with the color Kodiak. And with a pencil brush, I'm going to apply this more right in that crease to kind of deepen it up. I think I'm going to do a Cut Crease today, so this is just going to help deepen and darken that socket area. So that's why I'm using a smaller brush, because I want to keep it more concentrated in this area. I know a lot of people on YouTube, when they do tutorials and they're doing Cut Crease, they get eyeshadow all over the lid and they're like, oh, it doesn't matter, we're going to cover it up, but like, I feel like this is just gonna make when you put the concealer over the top a little bit more chunky because you're putting liquid over powder, and it's just like, if you can avoid it and make it look smoother and better and make it easier for you to apply the concealer to make the cut crease, why create extra work for yourself? I don't get it. So with that Coastal Scents brush that we applied that olive color, I'm just gonna kind of use that to blend this out. You want to make sure that you have a nice gradient of color. And probably we'll even go back with that first brush, use a little bit fluffier, and blend it even more. All right, so next we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut that crease. So I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape and a flat synthetic brush, and we're gonna go ahead and start carving it out. What I like to do, because I don't have hooded eyes on the end, but I have kind of hooded eyes in the middle. So when you see, like, when I look up, it looks like this, but then when I look down, it kind of like, it folds over on itself. So I kind of like to see where that fold is and just kind of like mark it a little bit like that so that I can get a better idea of where I want the beginning of that cut to be. And I just kind of work real slowly and carefully with this until you get it exactly how you want. I really love these. I love green eyeshadows. I don't really wear them enough because I just don't own enough green, but I feel like with the summer warm eyeshadow looks, the oranges and stuff, which I think in the past have always been traditionally the fall colors, I predict that green is going to be the new fall trend this year, and you're going to see a lot more green eyeshadows. And I think that these kinds of greens, the olive greens, they're really, really pretty on everybody. I think anybody can wear these. Next, after you have cut out your crease, you're going to want to set it, and I'm just using my light setting powder from Cover FX. So now for the inner part of the eye, we're going to apply this color called Cherry Moss by Coastal Scents. It's this really awesome like duochrome color. I can't even really explain it, but it's super interesting and super unique, and I'm going to apply it just with a very small eyeshadow brush. And we are going to start putting this over where we applied the Shape Tape, and we are going to put this towards the first half of the eye. We're not going to go all the way across. I kind of want to intensify the color a little bit, so I just wet my brush with some MAC Fix Plus. And I'm going to go back over that eyeshadow. I'm going to apply some more of this color just to kind of make it stand out. If you're fair toned, this color probably will show up much better on you than it is on me. But it's still really cool. I don't know how it's like registering on camera, but it's freaking awesome, and you need this color, trust me. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of a fluffier brush, and in the area next to where we applied that first color, we are going to add Balsam by Coastal Scents, which is a really pretty like light shimmery olive green color. And we are going to apply that to the eye. To the second half, but we're gonna not go all the way over because we're gonna put some more of that dark color. And we're going to make sure that you want to blend it in so that there's no harsh lines and you have that really nice gradient. And actually I think I'm going to add a little bit of water to my brush as well, just to intensify the color a little bit more. Alright, so next I'm going to go back in with that Olivewood color and with just a more dense bullet tipped brush, we are going to blend that in the outer corner. Into that green, ever so lightly on both sides to blend in that crease and define the outer edge. And then I'm going to go also back in with the Kodiak color, that same brush, and we're going to do the same thing. And then we're just going to blend it up and out into that crease. And then to highlight, I'm going to take Canary Diamond, which is kind of like a yellowy green. And I'm going to highlight my brow bone with this color because it just looks interesting and I feel like using it. It really is like a Canary Diamond yellow color. I'm really liking it. It's very pretty. And now we're going to start working on the under eye. So I'm going to take that Olivewood color and we're going to start to apply this to the under eye area. And I kind of want this a little bit smoked out. So I'm going to use that same fluffy brush that I used for my crease. But if you don't want it to go down as low or as smoked out, just use a thinner brush. And you're going to make sure that you connect it up. And I'm using this with a very, very light hand because I don't want it to be too dark. I just want a light wash of that color. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some liner to the bottom lower lash line, and I'm going to use Stash by Urban Decay. And I'm going to apply this to my waterline and my lash line. So next, going back in with that pencil brush and that Kodiak color, we're going to apply this as close to the lash line as possible in the outer half of the eye. So next I'm going to apply the Urban Decay Razor Sharp liquid eyeliner in the color Demolition to the top of my eye. I was going to add a green liner, but I decided I'm going to use brown instead. Next, for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to take some more of that Canary Diamond on a dampened brush. I'm going to apply that as my inner corner highlight. Okay, so I went ahead and applied my mascara and lashes offline. For mascara, I just used the CoverGirl Colossal Lash, and for lashes, I'm just put on some Dummy Wispies. And so now we're going to move on to lipstick. There's so many different things you could do with this. You could do a dark brown, you could do a nude, you could even do a red, because red obviously is complementary to green. But I think that today I'm going to go a little extreme, and I'm going to use the color Trouble by Lime Crime, which is an army olive tone green. I don't know what it is about this color compared to other Lime Crimes. I don't know if it's the color or it's just a bad batch, but it's much thicker than typical, and it smells very much like Play-Doh to me. It just reminds me of Play-Doh in my childhood. It's a little bit weird. Alright guys, so there you have it. This is the completed look. It's a very beautiful cool tone green look that is perfect for fall. Like I said, my prediction is green is going to be very popular come the fall season. And I hope that you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment if you have any looks or ideas that you'd like for me to create. And I will see you next time.